Build the life you want. Introduction. In today's fast-paced world, many people feel overwhelmed, unhappy, or lost. They want to live better lives, but don't know how. Build the life you want answers this question in a simple, thoughtful, and practical way. This book, written by Harvard professor Arthur C. Brooks and well-known speaker Oprah Winfrey, teaches us that happiness is not something we find by chance. It is something we must build, step by step, choice by choice. It is based on psychology, scientific research, and personal experience. It combines emotional wisdom and scientific facts to show that no matter your age, background, or situation, you can take control of your happiness. Core idea: happiness is a practice. The authors start with one key message. Happiness is not a result, it is a process. Most people believe that happiness is something that will happen one day, after they get a better job, more money, or the perfect partner. But this book says happiness is not a final goal. Instead, it is a skill you can learn and practice throughout your life. This idea is both powerful and hopeful. It means you don't have to wait for perfect conditions. You can start building a better life now, even if you are going through hard times. You are not a victim of your emotions. You can work with them. The 4 pillars of a happy life. To build a strong and lasting life, you need a solid foundation. The authors call this foundation the 4 pillars of happiness. Each one supports your emotional and mental well-being. If one pillar is weak, your happiness becomes unstable. If all are strong, your life feels meaningful and full. First, family. Family is your estate, emotional anchor. It doesn't have to be your biological family. Family can also mean people you deeply trust and love. Strong family bonds give you comfort, connection, and support. When your family relationships are healthy, you feel less alone, even in difficult times. The book encourages improving family relationships by spending more quality time together, being open and honest, practicing forgiveness and patience. Second, friendship. True friends are people who accept you as you are, support you, and help you grow. Friendships help fight loneliness, reduce stress, and bring joy. The book explains that depth is more important than quantity. 1 or 2 close friends can be more valuable than many shallow connections. Ways to improve friendships. Reach out to old or distant friends. Make time for regular meetups. Offer support without expecting anything in return. Work. Work is not just about making money. It is also about purpose. When your work, whether it is paid, voluntary, or caretaking, makes a difference to others or feels meaningful to you, it gives your life structure and motivation. Even if your job is not perfect, you can find parts of it that connect with your values. Suggestions from the book. Focus on the parts of your work that matter most to you. Be proud of what you do every day. If possible, align your work with your values. 4. Faith or spiritual practice. Spirituality doesn't always mean religion. It can also be a feeling of being connected to something greater than yourself. This can be God, nature, the universe, or your own sense of purpose. The authors believe that spirituality helps people stay strong and hopeful, especially during challenges. To develop spiritual strength, meditate or pray regularly, read spiritual or inspirational texts, spend quiet time reflecting on your purpose. Emotional self-management. A major part of the book is about learning how to manage your emotions. This doesn't mean ignoring or hiding your feelings. It means noticing them, understanding them, and choosing how to respond. We all feel stress, sadness, anger, and fear sometimes. The authors say these emotions are natural, but we don't have to be controlled by them. They teach techniques to help you feel more balanced. Mindfulness. Being aware of the present moment, without judging it, helps you stay calm. You can practice this by focusing on your breath, walking slowly, or simply noticing your thoughts. Gratitude. Gratitude means being thankful. Writing down a few things you're thankful for each day can change your mood and help you notice the good things in your life. Reframing. When something bad happens, we often think, "This is terrible. I can't handle it." But what if you said, "This is hard, but I'm learning something"? That's reframing, changing how you think to make it more positive. Letting go of control. Many people feel unhappy because they try to control everything, but life is full of surprises. Letting go of what you cannot control helps reduce stress and brings peace. Practical tools and exercises. At the end of each chapter, the book includes simple tools, exercises, or questions to help readers take action. These are small, but they help you develop better habits and clearer thinking. Some examples: make a happiness portfolio. List what makes you happy in each of the 4 pillars. Keep a gratitude journal. Write 3 things you're thankful for every day. Practice emotional check-ins. Ask yourself how you're feeling and why. Schedule time for important people and meaningful tasks. These tools help you take what you learn from the book and apply it to your daily life. Real stories and research. To support their ideas, the authors share personal stories from people of all ages and backgrounds. Some had lost jobs or loved ones. Others were going through big changes. These stories show that happiness is possible even in difficult times. Arthur C. Brooks also brings in studies from psychology and neuroscience to explain why the tools in the book work. Oprah adds emotional depth by sharing experiences from her own life and the lives of others she has interviewed. This mix of science and story makes the book both practical and inspiring. Final thoughts. Build the life you want is not about finding a perfect life. It is about creating a better life, one choice at a time. It teaches that you don't need to change the world. You just need to change how you live in it. You can start building happiness by understanding yourself, improving your relationships, and practicing small emotional skills each day. The authors offer encouragement, not pressure. They remind us that life is never perfect, but it can always improve. Key lessons. Recap. Happiness is a choice, not a gift. It depends more on your actions than your circumstances. Focus on the 4 pillars: family, friendship, work, and faith. Practice emotional self-care every day. Use science-based tools to grow over time. Small changes lead to big results. From the book, Build Your Life, I learned that we don't have to wait for the perfect moment to start living better. We can take small steps every day and make smart choices to shape our future. The book also teaches that we have the power to change our thoughts, habits, and actions. Even when life feels hard, we can still move forward and build the life we truly want.